Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay, too.
Thanks, Harry.
I don't have anything else to say right now. That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Okay. Now let's see what she... We know what she said. Fucking mind. Thank you.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich. I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff. Chapter 3. Lycanthropy, the ways of the wolf. Chapter 3. There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases, and genuine werewolf cases. Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called the lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf. Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims. Man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling. Werewolves and immortality. Werewolves are immune from aging and from most physical diseases due to the constant regeneration of the physical tissue. They can therefore be virtually immortal. However, they can be killed by any wound that destroys the heart or the brain, or any other form of death that causes brain or heart damage, such as hanging or other oxygen deprivation methods. The mind of a werewolf. Though primarily a true wolf while in wolf form, there is some proof that the werewolf retains enough knowledge to assist his killing. Recognition of victims, evasion of traps, and human cunning have all been seen on werewolf cases. Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power of shape-shifting through sorcery, being cursed by someone whom you have wronged in some way, called the Lyconia curse, being bitten by a werewolf, and being born to a werewolf. In each case, the blood of the subject becomes tainted or cursed. Damnation. A person who becomes a werewolf against his will, birth, curse, or bite, is not completely damned until he tastes of human blood. Once he does, his soul is eternally damned and nothing may redeem him. Even without tasting of human blood, however, as long as the taint lays upon the immortal soul, it cannot enter into heaven, and will remain chained to the mortal plane upon death. Werewolf packs. Like real wolves, werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads them away from their secretive lifestyles into revealing their nature to a priest or close associate, or converting another to werewolfery for companionship. This is when the otherwise cagey werewolf opens himself to detection. Werewolf packs cause immense destruction. A pack consists of one werewolf who became a werewolf through sorcery, birth, or curse. In other words, his is the original tainted blood. This werewolf is called the alpha werewolf. The remaining werewolves in the pack are called beta werewolves because they became werewolves through the bite of the alpha and carry the alpha's tainted blood. Alpha and beta werewolves. The relationship between alpha and beta werewolves is a complex one. Once a subject is bitten by a werewolf, his or her life and death are doomed to the werewolf curse. The victim does, however, have some hope. As long as they themselves do not taste of human blood, the curse is reversible. If the alpha werewolf is killed through some action of the beta's curse is broken. It is important to note that whether the beta werewolf was bitten by the alpha werewolf himself or by another beta, it is the alpha who must be destroyed, the source of the original tainted blood. It is also an interesting note that since betas and alphas share the same common blood, an alpha cannot physically harm a beta of his own bloodline by his own hand without inflicting the same injury upon himself. However, if a beta is harmed or killed by another, it does not affect the alpha. Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting for a werewolf, it is important to remember that your biggest clues will come through your suspect's personalities. Becoming a werewolf is not transparent, no matter how the victim tries to hide it. The tainted subhuman blood greatly alters a subject's own mind and personality, even physical appearance. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspects that include increasing violence, increasing aggression, unprovoked rages, insomnia, restlessness, and other bizarre behavior. Unfortunately, over time, these symptoms can be brought under control, so do not rely upon them exclusively. A good example of this comes from a case reported by the ancient priesthood society Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with the man's capture.
Back to business.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most channel maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect. Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right, I'm sure it's nothing. Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Weisswurst. 6 marks. I don't think she speaks much English. Besides,
Okay. A cook.
cuckoo clocks.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
Cute.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Ja, alarm clock, ja, richtig, ja.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
That's all right, I'll take it as it is.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.